Well, the runoff elections are over with, and now we know who's going to be on the ballot in November. One of the biggest races in Arkansas and across the nation was the race between Lieutenant Governor Bill Halter and Senator Blanche Lincoln. This race proved at least one thing, and that is Lieutenant Governor Halter could not buy that particular office the way he bought the Lieutenant Governor's office a few years ago. What he did a few years ago is he came in with a bucket load of money and was able to run enough advertising to essentially buy his way into the Lieutenant Governor's office. He wasn't able to do that this time, even though he tried very hard with possibly as much as $10 million of union money that came in from out of state to run ads against incumbent Senator Blanche Lincoln. And this time it just didn't work. So now we'll see Blanche Lincoln, incumbent senator, face off against John Boozman, who is right now the U.S. Congressman from the 3rd Congressional District in the northwest part of Arkansas. The two of them will face off in the November general election for the United States Senate seat from Arkansas. In other races, we have 3rd District Congress race between Steve Womack, the mayor of Rogers, and State Senator Cecile Bledsoe. That race was also very close, very hotly contested, and Womack prevailed by a few hundred votes in that particular race. Most people in that part of the state believe that he's a little bit more liberal, maybe moderate, whatever word you want to use, than Cecile Bledsoe, but think he'll still be a conservative voice in Congress. And then in the 1st Congressional District, we had a Democratic runoff between conservative Democrat Tim Wooldridge and Chad Causey, who is currently Marion Barry's chief of staff, the current congressman from the 1st District. Chad Causey did prevail in that race by about 3,000 votes. He did receive the endorsement of Marion Barry, the current congressman, as well as Bill Clinton and a number of other prominent Democrats. And so what you had was a more liberal Democrat facing off against a conservative Democrat, and in that case, the more liberal Democrat did prevail. He'll be facing Rick Crawford, a Republican, in the November primary for that 1st Congressional District seat. And then in Central Arkansas, in the 2nd District, you have Speaker of the House, State Speaker of the House, Robbie Wills, running against Joyce Elliott, also a state senator here in Arkansas. Joyce was able to prevail in that race by, again, a few thousand votes. Many observers believe that Joyce Elliott will be an easier candidate for Tim Griffin to run against because there will be clear distinctions between the two as far as their political philosophies. Whatever you think about these races, the slate is set for November, and it proves to be a very interesting election year here in Arkansas.